Hey everybody, welcome to the Goopcast, the only podcast that you can dip your toes in and have a great time with your friends by the pool, chilling, grilling, keeping it real. That's our saying.
The only podcast you can dip your toes in.
Yeah, exactly. We're talking about the topic today is Twitchcon. We just got back from the Twitch convention and it was pretty good, and we got a lot to talk about, and you're here to listen. So,
everyone who went, you ladened my body with your germs, and I am sick. I am sick.
You're like, how sick are you though? How sick is that?
I was pretty sick for the last 2 days, but my innards have recovered. But currently, it's all going out of me.
Like, give me like a 1 to 10. Like 1 being like a ooh achoo, and then like 10 being like a.
And if it's the
5.5,
the higher on the scale you are, the more congested you have to say it.
Well, I mean, you don't really get. I was implying that like 10 was like cancer, so like you don't really get. I mean, I guess you could get congested.
I mean,
you have cancer,
honestly, who knows? Anything goes once you're that high up.
It's like a 5.5 or a 6 for me.
Really? You were halfway to cancer?
That's not okay. Your scale is bunk. Okay.
Is it like the Richter scale? Is it exponential or logarithmic?
Is this scale only just a cancer scale? Is there only cancer on this scale?
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, it could be. I mean, I was just like saying, like, cancer is a pretty fucking bad.
Like my cold is comparable to 1/8 of a cancer.
I don't know. You could put other shit up there, like Alzheimer's or something like that. I don't know.
How much damage does
I don't have cancer or Alzheimer's.
Germs were there at TwitchCon, bro?
But so when you say 5.5, you're halfway to Alzheimer's. Like
I feel like
no,
the
I didn't
scale
know.
you have
I had no idea. 10 was both Alzheimer's and cancer. This is sort of changed up.
Maybe a cancerous Alzheimer's.
How many health points does Alzheimer's cost?
Like,
okay, I was at like 5 out of 10 health points, but now I'm back up to like 8.
I think that we should probably follow. I feel like it should
good.
Probably follow the Richter scale in terms of like exponential level.
Magnitude?
Potentially.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess yes.
Illness magnitude scale, the IMS.
So, is it bad that I don't actually know what a Richter scale is?
I'll show you.
You live in California and you don't know what the Richter scale is.
Bad. Yeah, I'd go.
So what I understood was about like a 2.
I'm living in a place where earthquakes don't hit because we're really far away from the faults. If that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I was pumping in so much emergency during TwitchCon. I was bleeding orange. Like,
I'm drinking it right now.
I mean, well,
it's so helpful. I didn't know it existed until conventions.
Wait, back up. Just because you're like 100 miles away from the faults or something like that doesn't mean that would prevent you from learning what the Richter scale is.
I'm going to shift.
Well, I did learn it at some point. I've learned a lot of things at some point, Ted, but not all of it sticks.
But I mean, like,
I'm sorry.
I'm just spitballing here, but I'm pretty sure that Massachusetts is somewhere to like 3,800 something miles.
We learn by feeling. Shake 'em, Ted.
Shake it, wait.
Shake 'em.
I know how aggressive and violent Ted can be in real life. I don't want that looming over my head.
I bet if we're talking
Richter
scale, Ted by himself would probably cause a 2 or 3.
Oh wow! This is
honestly.
just you saying I have a lot of mass. That's really all you're saying.
No.
No, it's that you can cause a lot of chaos and damage.
It's like
and
mass
shaking.
times
citywide
just
destruction.
Yeah, I'm saying like the ferocity with which you carry yourself.
Have any of you guys seen One Punch Man?
No.
Yeah, I have no idea where you could be going with this.
Charlie, you have?
Yeah.
It's like the threat levels. I'm the highest threat level.
You're the highest threat level
for a monster.
Cities evacuate when
like
Ted
destroying
comes
a like in the way.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, and to our listeners out there, like in One Punch Man, it's about like superheroes are like the main.
He's a threat.
That's against evil. Basically, there's monsters that come and they rate them based on like what level of danger they are. Like going from like a little tiger to like a god. Like I don't know. There's like 4 levels. It's like
Ted thinks
it's
that
like
he's a bad dude. He is coming to destroy your house.
He is a monster and a threat. That is he said it. It's on the podcast.
Listen, there's tiger, I think, then there's dragon, then there's demon, and then there's god. And it's
is
like
God a level? Hang on.
I think it is. It's like threatening the entire existence of the human race. That's the level it's at.
I just imagine it's like one of those scales where the slider like goes through the side of the scale.
Just shatters. It's God. He's here.
Just shatters.
Yeah, you got that spot on. You got that spot on, actually.
It's God. He's here.
Yeah, no, it's like
he's making
it's a really dramatic. It's like a really very unscientific way to have a scale thing, and also not really like conducive to quelling fear among the people. I'm sure it's like
dude,
threat.
If your
threat level demon, there's literally a demon
like,
here.
Fuck, guys, it's God. The city's gone.
But I mean, like, like, if you're trying to like prevent people from rioting and shit, like you'd think that you'd choose something other than like tiger, dragon, demon, and God. Like I think if anyone was put in a situation where they were up against any of those things, where you kind of go into that situation, that hypothetical situation, like assuming you would lose, right? Like starting at tiger.
You don't want to call it a god. That's kind of
much
bad
of
for
a difference
morale.
in my chance between like even a tiger and a god. Like I'm fucked either way, bro. Like you just get to that point.
So given that information, like what threat level would you put me at? Probably tiger. I feel like I couldn't go any higher than that, right?
Yeah, no, probably a tiger. If it really came to it, I could spin a tiger's jaw.
Wolf
you know
is
what I mean?
below
you could
tiger.
Spit in a tiger's jaw, or
I could spin a tiger's jaw.
What does that even mean?
What is that? I don't know
You
what
punch him in the side of the face, his head spins around like a cartoon. You know what I'm saying?
Is that some like far away from the fault line slang or something?
No, it's like in One Punch Man.
I'm pretty
California
sure that's like
slang.
British.
It's like in One Punch Man.
I just heard it somewhere and I thought it was super funny. Just spinning someone's jaw. That's such an aggressive thing to say.
So this isn't something you've been saying for years. This isn't something you've been saying for years. This is
just something I came across.
This is the premiere of that state of that like term. You're just bringing it out right now.
I've said it a few times.
Did you just expect that we were going to accept that or something? It didn't make any sense.
Cooper's been spinning jaws out of the womb. No, I think it makes sense. Well, the first thing I pictured was him just grabbing it and flipping it, and I was like, that don't make sense in brain. And so I figured like the next thing he meant was just you hit it real hard and he spins around. That makes sense to me.
Well, like spin made such little sense to me that I thought I just was like, oh, I must have heard him wrong, and I thought he was talking about spitting in the tiger's jaw.
No. Like you punch the tiger so hard,
that'd just make him angrier.
It would be very futile.
The head turns first, like in 720 degrees, and then the body goes after it and it goes awooga, and then that's it.
Exactly.
Do you guys ever?
I thought he was going for like a neck snap maneuver, and I was like, "You think you could just break a tiger like that, Cooper?"
Speaking of fighting animals, I'm just going to say this one last thing before we actually move on to
the zoo is crazy.
Well, hold on.
I can't believe
speaking of zoos and animals. No, hold on. I just have one more question. All right. Have you guys ever thought about like this is a thought that's crossed my mind like literally multiple times in my life, and this could just be because I'm like potentially inherently violent or something like that. But have you ever thought about thought about like if you had like a good like knife or something and you were feeling motivated enough that you could like take on a wolf or something?
Have you seen Joker?
Not like a tiger, not like a tiger or some shit. No, but like I'm just thinking like, man, if I got if I got stuck in the wilderness or something like that.
It's all about the first strike.
And I was like,
it's all about the first strike.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if you get a good clean first shot, you prevent yourself from taking damage. It's easy. You bring that bad boy to the ground.
I just think that in the case of wolves specifically, I feel like I could take wolves on. Like, give me a grizzly bear.
Plural.
Okay,
plural
I'm fucked.
Wolves?
I'm fucked.
Plural wolves. Ted, this is important. Yeah. Plural wolves?
I think I'd max out at 2 wolves, really.
No, you're fucking no, dude. That's fucking 2 wolves.
I mean, I can spin though.
Yeah, you're fighting one, the other one grabs you by the arm. Your arm is not usable anymore. That's just
the big thing isn't. It's not like one wolf is gonna come at you and the other one's gonna be like, hell yeah, bark bark. It's like they like do pack tactic shit, dude.
Well, yeah, I know, but I just kind of
you know what that means.
I just kind of imagine
multiple targets AOE attack.
Are you gonna spin at them? Are you gonna spin their jaws, Ted?
You gotta spin at them. You gotta take your knife in your right hand. You gotta spin as fast as you can. Load the ground.
I mean, like
flurry of blades.
If I'm in the woods, I'm thinking I've got the Bowie knife in one hand.
I mean, if I'm spinning fast enough, like it.
Well, I'm sure that there's like a big swinging stick around nearby. Like I can grab one of like a big like branch or something.
I think if you're
maybe do some
going
spin
fast
moves
enough,
with
there's
that.
literally nothing you can't do.
But like, yeah, it's like wolves aren't
Have you ever thought
immune to
about
blunt
that?
force.
Yeah,
If I keep spinning, they're gonna be like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" Like this is terrifying. Let's get the fuck out of here. This dude's insane.
You think
So,
they've never seen
Let
something
me get this
fucking
straight. You're
spin
dual
before,
wielding,
dude?
right?
They're
I mean,
wolves. They don't give a shit.
no, they see things run and then they do the tack. No one just stays still and spins at them. That'd fucking throw them for a loop.
They wouldn't be ready
Can
for
you
it.
name one animal?
If you have a blunt force shock weapon in one hand and a piercing weapon in the other, there's nothing that they can do. A cutting edge and a shock weapon.
The second you called
Come
them
on.
a shock and a piercing weapon, you lost the fight against two wolves.
Well, yeah, I'm serious. Like
Easy, dude. Easy.
Okay, listen, Mr. Borderlands 3 been played
Break
way
their
too much.
bones. Break their bones. I haven't played
Okay,
Borderlands
listen.
actually. Break their bones with one
with your
and them with the other.
I just
AoE
don't-
attack against the wolves.
One's a stun and one's the kill shot.
I just don't know
This
where
makes sense, dude.
I just don't know where the shock weapon thing came from. But what I was saying though,
blunt
is,
force.
What I was
Shock.
saying though is like, can you name one animal in the animal kingdom that does that as a defense mechanism that a wolf would recognize? Like, what animal stands still and spins aggressively?
Oh, I don't think any are
Maybe I didn't. Maybe
I don't
stupid
think
enough.
any
I
of
don't
them.
think
No,
any are
it's a
dumb enough to
horrible
do that.
tactic. That's why they don't
so
do
if I
it.
was a wolf and I saw that, I'd be like, "This is fucking weird. Something's up here. Maybe 10 days, not the day, to eat some human meat. Maybe I
Because
should
it's
take me
spinning.
and my pal
Because it's
and
spinning.
see-
That's not
Yeah.
right.
Well,
That's just not right.
And I think the faster you go, the more intimidating it is.
Okay.
What
So
if
how
they
long,
just
how
wanted
long
to
do you have
like?
to keep
What if they were
spinning for?
smart and they wanted you to tire yourself
No,
out?
no, no,
though?
no, no. This is
And they were just standing there watching you. You had to. It's like a dance marathon. You just have to keep.
There are not many times.
It's a contest of wills. It's a question of how long can you spin.
Yeah.
The dog starts spinning too. It's just a fucking spin off. Whoever can go the fastest wins
Gets
eats the other
to
one.
feast on the other's flesh. They just resign themselves.
There, there are not many times that you get to do a primal guttural scream like our ancestors.
So is
Like,
that
you're
is
right.
that part of the? When do you do
I
that?
do it every
when
day.
do you
No,
start
but,
doing
like-
that during the spin?
But
No, this is
There was
this
a-
is a really
there
good
Around
was
the
a-
recipe.
720
It has to-
rotation.
no,
It
seriously,
has to
guys.
correlate with the
guys,
speed.
listen,
volume.
I'm on to something here, okay? Like, there was one point where we didn't have language, right? We had guttural screaming, all right? There's a reason why we're apex here, guys, and I think it's because of the long lost technique of guttural screaming.
You've moved
Such
on from
as
spinning.
screaming-
You haven't
Sonic boom.
gone
Hold on.
anywhere better.
Such as
This
screaming
is the tribal episode of Goop.
such as screaming the Corvette
Can
Diner.
this be called survival tactics?
No.
The
Awful.
Corvette
Or
Diner.
combat styles.
The Corvette Diner.
Yes.
Screaming.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So
What was
Talk
this?
about a
That's
combat
good
style,
segue.
the
I
Corvette
like that
Diner.
segue.
So, besides that, obviously, very important conversation we just spent the first 14 minutes of the podcast talking about. We went to TwitchCon, by the way, guys. And I wasn't here for the Corvette Diner, but this was apparently a kind of a fever
man.
dream
Missed
sort of
out.
experience.
You missed out, yeah.
Okay.
Was his name Arnie? The server?
No, Huey.
Huey.
No,
So
Arnie-
our
Arnie-
server's
Here's the
name
thing.
was Huey.
Yeah, Arnie was at Jackbox.
And
Who's the
so
rock guy?
our server Huey came to our table of like 18 people, right? Because we had our group and then like James Ski and his friends and like JC, but Rack was too high to come. He couldn't leave the bed. So my man Huey came to the table and we're expecting a normal server, right? Like at any restaurant. And he just starts bellowing, just the loudest shit you've ever heard. He's like, "Welcome to the Corvette Diner," and fucking like Tobuscus intro shit.
And everyone's already got their fucking mouths
Intro of
open 'cause
darkness and redness and whiteness.
This
How's
place
that?
is sensory. It was great. This place is sensory overload, though. Like this guy's already screaming over just like flashing lights and color and Elvis everywhere and Sonic the Hedgehog's
was
on the
there?
speakers for some reason. And James Ski hit me in the face with a hockey puck, so my head is just fucking throbbing. And this guy
Typical
comes out of the
Jameski.
wood. This guy comes out of the woodwork, and it just gets fucking wackier and wackier. And I think we all like at first we were thrilled, right? Because it was all these just new new emotions that we'd never experienced before, and all these new colors and new sounds. And
was
then,
the food good?
Oh, let me tell you about the food.
I don't even remember the food.
You ever see the movie The Gray? Anybody?
No.
It's about Liam Neeson's lost in the woods, and it ends, and he's squaring off with this wolf. And he's
are
just
you kidding me? He was squaring off with
a
a wolf?
Don't bring it back here.
Okay.
He's gonna start spinning.
Anyway, don't worry.
Stop,
when
stop,
I was
stop.
at the
Ted's gonna start
Corvette
fucking
Diner,
spinning.
I felt like Liam Neeson in The Gray. All right, because I'm sitting there. I had my piercing weapon and my shock weapon. I had a peanut butter banana milkshake in one hand, and I had a cheeseburger smothered in peanut butter in the other hand. All right.
He started spinning, and I was so scared. I've never seen anything like it before. I was so scared. I ran away.
I could relate to that.
This burger was covered in chunky peanut butter. It looked like a dog had vomited on it, honestly.
Or like a wolf.
And I had already been
vomited on it.
drinking this peanut butter milkshake, so I felt like I weighed about 250 pounds by the time that they brought this out. And then it was just like, oh, it was gross. And I just started eating it, and it was good. It was good.
Nice.
Mine was
That's
mediocre.
a true story. Who knew that peanut butter is the same as cheese?
Well, I think very little people knew that and continue to not know that because I don't think it's true.
Well, they do now. I can vouch.
It's
good.
No, but it was
were they
very
on like
interesting
roller
because-
skates?
No.
Was there?
No, they were on feet.
It was a very small establishment
That's something I
in which they were not able to rollerblade. But they did break into song and dance at one point. All of the servers at once in a fucking fully coordinated dance routine, right in front of everyone, filled with perfectly timed clapping and everything. It was quite a mystical experience when you're trying to just eat your goddamn mediocre burger and there's just like a bunch of underpaid workers dancing.
I didn't see where they came in from. So like I regained consciousness after the fucking like gas they were pumping into the air stopped taking effect on me. And so I come back to and there's just all these people all over dancing. And there's like some sort of our boy, what was his fucking name? It wasn't Elvis. That dude's gone.
I can't believe I missed this by 3 hours.
Huey was like taking like pictures of just like more and just tons of pictures of Elvis and like dropping him into a bin and like everyone would like throw their hands up. It was I don't really know what was going on there.
It felt like some sort of ritual.
Really
and there was
did.
a DJ there. Mm-hmm. Oh,
anyway, that was all I caught before I blacked back out. Like
sort of a sort of a shamanistic journey you guys went through, huh?
It really was.
It was so sensory overload. It took one of us out.
And
fucking Jameski's friend got a migraine from it and had to leave.
Yeah.
Really?
It was that much. Well, yeah. Yeah.
And
it was
Josh
mystical.
and I were talking about it a little bit. We were talking about like the most likely things to happen once we tried to leave. I say try. Because either like number one, we just wouldn't be able to. Like there would be a barrier there. Or number two, we'd walk out.
Why is
and
that
then
the
we'd
most
turn
casual?
around. We'd turn because number two, which is the most likely, is we'd walk out, we'd turn around, and it would just be completely abandoned. It would just be a warehouse, and like the taste of roaches would be in our mouth.
It was just
it felt like we had
acid.
been laced, we'd been dosed with something, and we were just having a strange
and it would never
experience that
come
was
back.
not real.
Literally just
no,
LSD,
never.
and then you could never feel
Corvette
the same
Diner just
happiness
didn't
again.
exist.
Was it a bad trip or a good trip?
It was
If you were to determine.
I don't know.
It was a fucking trip, dude.
I don't know.
It's indescribable. I don't think I'd ever do it again, though.
It changed my worldview.
So the decorations in the place were not only just like all over the top, but it was like Route 66 old American like 1950s California things, and obviously a bunch of fake Corvettes everywhere. And so it was just over the top American like stereotypes, and all of the waitresses had like actual poodle dresses on. And our friend Salad, who's from Australia, that was his first time in America ever, and it was his first dinner in America
that's
ever.
hilarious.
Yeah, it was so funny to me.
Oh my god, that's really funny because you can imagine what's going through his head. It's like, is this?
Yeah.
Is this what fucking America is like?
This is it.
It's like this
all the
every
time.
store. It hasn't changed since the 50s. Holy crap. That's hilarious. That's really funny.
It's so funny to
Oh
me.
my
When
God.
I figured that out, I was shitting.
Yeah, no, so it's funny. I can't believe I missed that by 3 hours. Like literally Schlatt and I we landed around the same time, like 3 hours after that. I was getting like I think I had Wi-Fi or something. Or you know what it was? It was like I landed on the flight and then the second flight on the way, I was like getting in all the pictures from that shit happening. But
Yeah.
I'm proud to say that I was the first to see Schlatt's face in person, by the way. I got a disposable camera photo of the moment he walked off the plane. Yeah, so like literally like within seconds of first seeing him, I take a picture right in his face, and he's like, all right.
That's exactly
Yeah.
how I would respond.
Yeah, no,
He was
it's
great.
funny. No, he was good.
He was great in person. Actually,
We had a really interesting trip over to the Airbnb with Osbaldo, our Uber driver. Yeah.
Osbaldo.
Yeah, our Uber driver's name was Osbaldo, not Oswaldo, Osbaldo.
was
And
he?
he was incredible. Yeah, and we passed this pizza place called fucking Brook, what is it? Fucking
Bronx Pizza.
Bronx Pizza, yeah. Which was funny. He didn't like it later.
Which was funny.
Yeah, they foretold of shitty pizza and bad gags posted around the store. Fuck. I heard that, by the way, Charlie. I giggled to myself.
At which one?
Was he Osbaldo?
Oh yeah.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, so Schlatt and I we took the Airbnb. We got back to the fucking B, and everyone was together, and it was fantastic. And we stole all of Cooper's yerba mate, so that was nice. That was pretty cool.
You did?
Yeah, I never got
That
you
was
one.
like $50 worth of yerba mate.
Really? Why are they so expensive?
I don't even know what that
Because
is.
It's a rare herb.
I was looking at the ingredients the other day, and I was like, man, I wonder what yerba mate is made out of. Look at it: sparkling purified water, organic cane sugar, organic yerba mate extract. The drink called
we
yerba
have to go
mate's
deeper.
ingredient is yerba mate. That's not
It's
very
layers.
helpful.
It's layers.
Yeah, there's no real explanation to that one. But
Well, the company who makes it is Guayakai.
what's
So
that?
it's not just yerba mate makes yerba mate. I don't know what it means. I don't care.
What is
They're
yerba
just
mate?
pulling
It's some
roots out of the
shit.
ground.
Have you
and
had
putting-
anything else
Yeah,
from this brand?
Oh, don't get me started on the Sang Hunters.
No, it's a type of tea from South America.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
haven't had anything else by the company. I think it's just they just make yerba mate, but in different flavors and variations and all that. But Schlatt walks, but like everything he does in real life, at least when he was in California, and that was really funny
Oh yeah,
to me.
he moves like he kind of like a, I don't even know. He's like maybe half sloth, half turtle kind of situation going on. But like
Very slow.
he's still like kind of normal.
Calculated.
No, it's just like
Almost as though he's considering the butterfly effect of every
no, it's
motion.
more. it's more
Holy
like
shit.
it's more like he's fucking like going at like 0.9 speed. You know?
I have
Just
like
a little
Yeah.
less than
Yeah,
normal
just
speed.
a little
Or
slow.
I
I
have like
guess-
a 15-second
Yeah.
video on my phone of him walking like a meter, and just that's the entire 15 seconds. It's
My favorite was when he was like taking sips of drinks or whatever, and he'd like perfectly move his arm to the cup and then grab it and then drink the same exact way every time.
Like a-
and just
like
do
a
the whole
crane.
motion the exact
Dude's
same.
got animations.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got
He's
animation
got
cycles.
animations.
It's literally like
Sorry,
a
I'm
fucking.
just walking. He really is a
he's
fucking
like
NPC. I'm watching him
he's
walk
like a
right now.
Bethesda NPC.
He also goes, ah. You know what I
No,
mean?
he doesn't.
Yeah.
No,
Like
he
he's leaning
doesn't.
back in his chair. Yes, he does. He goes,
You walk up to him.
You know what I
walk
mean?
up to him, and every time the first interaction is, "You like dick and balls around these parts?" He turns around, sits down in a chair, reaches down, grabs water, drinks it, puts it down, looks up to you.
He did not say that once.
No, I
For the
know.
record.
I know. That's just what people. That's just how
Exactly.
people feel. I feel like that's just how people think that Schlatt talks all the time. Like he just like
I wonder if he
Like he
I wonder
own-
if
like-
people that
he
Like he's
only
reclining.
he only speaks in the terminology that are like
in his own
references to his
Minecraft
channel.
memes. Yeah.
Well, because people will come up. I feel like 'cause I think people came up to fucking Carson at VidCon and stuff, and they would say that too. They'd be like, Carson, you like dick and balls?
VidCon was worse, I think, than I saw at TwitchCon. Like with people just fucking leading in with shit like that.
There was one person who did that. What
Oh, really?
we're saying right now, guys, is like we like it when people come up and they actually try to have a conversation with us like normal humans. But like when people do like these drive-by like references to content
It
without
sets it
actually
up to
like
be
interact.
weird. It
Yeah,
sets it
it's
up to
just
be
it's
weird.
like
Yeah.
there was someone who like I forget it was like some reference. It was like it was with Travis. It was when we were waiting for the Uber. Remember that? It's like the last interaction we had. What was the reference he made?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Travis, I need you to answer me right now. Dude.
No, I
Everything's on the
really
line right
just
now.
don't know what you're saying.
No, Travis, it's time, and it's time to speak. You know, spotlight's on you. You're
what
in the limelight,
Uber?
baby.
What Uber?
Travis, come on, baby. You gotta. I'm sorry.
Specify, motherfucker. Jesus.
No, there was a guy who was passing by us with Carson, and he made a reference to Carson's content. Whatever the case, he said something like, "Oh, you like dick and balls," or
yeah, that's what he said, and he just like walked by, and then he like at the
it
end
honestly
just
might have
started,
been that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was that.
And
It
then
was that, and then he just started. Like, he walked past, and like a few seconds later,
And
we
he
hear
just,
him
like-
laugh to himself.
Yeah, he's like smiling as he's walking away. It was literally just like a drive-by joke, and we were just like, "Nice, dude." Like, I don't know. It's just like, it seems to come from the perspective where it's like someone who like is a fan of the content, but it's either that they like
Too cool to take a picture, but they still want the
yeah.
interaction.
Yeah, maybe like it's like they feel like it might be like weird to come up to you or something like that. I don't really know what causes it, but it's like it makes it weird for everyone. So it's like I like it so much better when people like come up and actually just like talk to you. That's,
Yeah,
like,
because
much
how do
more
you
fulfilling.
respond to that, especially when it's like the 5th time that it's been the lead-in?
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
A
yeah,
mimetic
Like he
cat
didn't even
call.
stop or anything. He just looked over and was like,
cat call.
A mimetic cat
Honestly,
call. That's what
honestly,
that is.
that's
A
true.
mimetic
Let's,
cat
we
call.
should make that a movement. Streamers / YouTubers are the victims of mimetic cat call culture.
Honestly, bro.
Put it on.
Appalling, dude.
Put it on a sticker next to your
Appalling.
coexist.
I have
Someone mimetic cat called me at PAX West and just said code C scoop, which I did not like. You should yell that at everyone so that I make money.
Sure. I go to a gamer college, so I get that walking around campus.
gamer college. How's a gamer college? Or do you want to? You don't
They
want
have
to
a lot
say,
of-
do you?
They have a lot of game majors. I don't want to like flat out say what college I got to. No.
Yeah. I feel
but
that.
it's a lot of game program, and so obviously that bleeds into like there's a lot of people here that have seen my videos.
Is that why you
um,
chose that college?
No,
Just 'cause
So
of
you
the-
would have people that would fucking jack you off for being a YouTuber?
no,
Dude,
I
you fucking
I
egomaniac.
started
What
going
the
here when I
fuck is
had-
wrong with you? Holy
Yeah,
shit.
I fucking
Charlie.
love it. I eat it up. I love it. And they see me and I hold out my hand for them to kiss. And I say, yes. Gamer,
You
gamer.
You
It's
fucking
awesome.
disgust
It's
me.
awesome.
I bet they.
And I wear
I
the
bet they
corn suit
swipe you in
everywhere,
the.
and I wear the corn suit everywhere, and they say, "Is that corn?" And I say, "Yes." And I take off the corn, and it's the gamer shirt, and they say, "Is that the gamer shirt?" And I say, "Yes." And then I take that off, and then I'm slimy, and then I'm green, and then I'm slimy, and then they subscribe to me again and again and again, and I have 1 million subscribers on YouTube.
I bet they fucking. You know, right?
Yeah, I
for sure.
exactly
For
understand
sure,
you,
for sure,
Ted.
for
That makes
sure.
so
Do you
much
guys
sense.
remember the party bus?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
I was only on the
Oh,
first
I
time.
was not there,
remember.
but I'd love to hear about it.
I was also only on the first time.
Yeah.
I don't think these guys even knew there was a second time, Travis.
Oh,
There was a second time.
yeah, they brought the party bus like all the way up to LA, and they stopped by our residence in San
And
Francisco
they
and said
is
hi with their party
the
bus.
Misfits
So
crew.
tell me
The
about
Misfits
the,
and anything for views.
Tell me about the
Basically-
inside of the party bus.
If any of you guys
about
have
what it
been,
was.
if any of you guys have been to some sort of like if there was like a rich kid in your town and they were having like a birthday party or something like that, or there was like maybe a prom group you're in, there's these buses you can rent that are like you can blast music inside, and they have like these horizontal couches you can sit on and stuff. But like we didn't know that was showing up at our doorstep from the Airbnb to take us to the fucking San Diego Zoo. So this fucking black van pulls up, and we get in, and then like literally, like pretty much all the Misfits are in there, and then like a bunch of other YouTubers and stuff, and it was just like ridiculous. It was we just barely fit in there. I think like some people had to sit on each other's laps, but it was like
I sat on Josh the entire way. I could just feel the bones digging into his kneecaps, and I would just turn around, and I was having a great time. They played this song called Light Spots, which is just great, and that came on. I turned around, I looked at Josh. Everyone was having a great time, and his face is just bright red, and he just looks in pain.
Yeah, no.
And I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Josh," and I went back to just enjoying the music. Sorry,
yeah,
Josh.
no. It was literally
Sorry,
like
Josh.
Took one for
it
the
was
team.
just one of those experiences that like was very, very new to me. So it was like very
me too.
very surreal the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm very like, but that's like what the Misfits do all the
What'd
time.
you think of it walking away?
I was like,
As
that
an
was cool.
experience?
That was like that was the first time I saw Fitz. It was just like I walk on and it's like Fitz is like the first person to see. I'm like, hey Fitz. He's like, hey Dad. I can't do a fucking New Zealand accent, so I'm not gonna try. But like, he's like,
Hey, Dad.
yeah, like what's funny is that they not only do they a lot of them have accents, they also have very, very specific speaking patterns. So it's like pretty much impossible to do any of their voices. Hey, I'm Swagger Souls. No,
you know what's different? What's weird about Swagger though is that when you talk to him in real life without like his mic and stuff, he has a lot more realistic inflection. Like he doesn't sound like this booming like radio voice all the time.
Well, it's the fact he
like-
does
His
the
voice goes
and then he
higher than it would
also-
online.
Yeah.
In reality.
Yeah, and then he also like fucking. Oh my god, why do I not know what it's called? He also EQs it in a way that it's just like just maximum power.
Yeah.
does he actually EQ it?
It totally sounds like he does. Like if you listen to his videos, it sounds
It might
like
be a setting.
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah, it's So it was cool to meet all those guys. But so basically what we were going to was we were doing like a zoo thing, a little zoo recording for the Goop channel. Yeah. I think it
was a goal.
Yeah, no, it was a goal. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I forgot that was announced on LifeLink. So yeah, no, that was cool. We have no idea if we have the footage because that may or may not have been on the Misfits camera that was stolen at the party. But so
aside from that,
we might have some. That was a really good whoever did that.
Cooper, I think.
That was really accurate because I've definitely heard that before online.
Wow.
Yeah, but no, it was really fun. Were we all in the same group for that?
Yeah.
For the
zoo?
I think so.
Yeah, it was literally just like all Goop.
Yeah,
We basically had a list of things that we needed to cover, and we were just running around going pretty hard on these tier list things, not really giving a shit about what people around us were thinking. I think I don't know if I've ever had that much like in public confidence, and like not even in like my Milkman videos did I really give that little of a shit. Like what
you
I feel like it was because you were
I was like insane that day. I don't know what came of me. I literally was
coming off
in the zone.
the party bus, you're at the zoo. There's the big
I was like
fucking lion. Like it's
I was
all
like
the factors
possessed
are
by
there.
Beetlejuice or some shit.
I was
Like, it was
just-
ridiculous.
Factors are just there. to
Possessed
make
by
it
Big
perfect.
Lion.
I was just gonna say it was probably because you weren't like in your hometown, like where people would potentially know you. Just like, I'm never gonna see these people again, so who cares, you know?
In that
Yeah,
moment,
that's
you're
true.
milk Ted. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
No,
that's,
the biggest
full
factor was
milk mode.
definitely just all of us being in the same spot, doing the same shit. Like I wouldn't have done a lot of the shit I did.
on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Never.
True that.
Yeah.
True that. The
That's on or off camera.
I'm
for
glad
me,
that
yeah.
we got to go on that like fucking ski lift thing that went across the
That
park.
was so
though.
good.
That was
That
really
was cool,
cool.
yeah.
Even though we were doing like a bit for it, it was really fucking relaxing. Anyways, it was literally like you could
It's
just
a really, really nice thing.
yeah. No, they should add like 2 more of those going in different directions.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Might not make
Honestly,
any
yeah.
sense, but I just want to see more of those. I wanted to be like a whole
Just everywhere.
transit system made up of those things.
Gondolas are the move.
Yeah, gondolas are fucked up. They're so good. Man, I'd fuck a gondola.
All right.
I said it.
You
And
said
was it? And oh my god! But literally later that night, we were going to we were going to.
Is that the same day as the?
I
no,
think
it wasn't.
it what must have
The
been.
Lego
it
thing?
must have been.
No, it was a different.
No,
guy.
not the Lego. I'm talking about the Spaghetti Factory when we tried to go to Spaghetti Factory.
Oh, yeah, it was the same day.
And
actually, I think.
it was like a 45-minute wait. So we were like, screw this, whatever. And then like I'm literally with Travis and Carson, and we see these those
You guys are dumb for
those
this.
fucking bike things
Yeah,
that
this
are
was
like
fucking-
where the
it's
people
fucking
people
stupid.
drive around on. We see that, and then Carson's just like, was it Carson who had the idea? Travis, he was just like, come on, let's do it. And then like me, Travis, and Carson get on, and then Dashel joins, and so it's all four of us. And he says, where do you want to go? And we just say, just go down the street. And so this guy is just has no idea how long we're going to be driving, by the way, uphill on this bike with four people on the back. And he's like literally like lurching forward the whole time. Like he can like barely like we're going about walking speed. Like we could have walked there and it would have been the same speed. And literally like maybe 10 minutes in, we then get a text from you guys saying that you guys want to go to Bushabagago or whatever.
Yeah, we were standing outside the Spaghetti Factory. You guys piled into a rickshaw, and I just looked around and I was like, "We're
Dude,
going
that
to
was
Buca di
so
Beppo. This
good.
is fucking ridiculous."
The whatever that thing was.
wait. Oh, the rickshaw?
Yeah, that was so cool.
You and
That was pretty
I
funny.
mean, it was really fun, and they had like it was blasting like top 40 shit the whole time, which was kind of interesting. I got to wave to a lot of people. I felt like a fucking prince. It's whatever. And then once we told this guy Buku de Beppo, he's like, "All right," and he keeps going, and then it's like another like 15 minutes. So this guy is like literally carrying us like uphill on a fucking rickshaw thing, like lurching forward at walking speed for 25 minutes.
Was
And then
it
it
that
turns out it's-
long?
Yeah, something
didn't
like
know
that.
that.
It felt like a long time.
I was
And then
just,
it turns out
You
that-
got there
enjoying
before
myself.
us.
Well, we did get
And
there
we
before you
walked.
guys, but I must have been like 15 minutes, probably max. And then we find out when we get off, he was like, we were like, how much? And he was like $20. And then I was like, okay. And then he was like, each. And we were like, oh, oh shit. So it was $80 for that 15 minutes of glory. But and then as we're getting off, this guy turns to me and he says, "You guys are heavy." I was like, that's I think to myself, that's kind of unnecessary, but all right.
Yeah, well, fuck you. You're getting paid 15. Jesus,
Yeah.
call me fat.
Yeah. I was
the
like,
hell?
dude, you just got $80. I'm pretty sure you get like 90. Like, I'm pretty sure you just buy those. Unless, I mean, they all have the same rickshaws, so they probably work under a management or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's
So,
like a small
I-
fucking branch or something.
I wonder how much they actually make from that. Maybe like something stupid low.
Probably that weekend a fucking good amount with all the people
Yeah.
from TwitchCon wanting to try it out. I bet.
Yeah. A lot of
a lot,
of fucking-
foolish gamers.
You don't want to go there.
lot of fucking gamers.
You don't wanna go
a lot
there.
of fucking gamers on those rickshaws.
Buca de Beppo was fun.
Oh man, dude. A Riga
I'd
de
never had
Torne,
it before.
a Siga
before,
Ramona. That's my favorite restaurant ever.
It's the best.
way
Bu-
too fun.
A
It's way
Buca,
too
It's
a
fun.
just-
Buca de Bupo. Man, shoot.
Buca de Beppo, for those unaware, is a family-style Italian restaurant where you sort of just order for 5 people instead of individually.
It's wild. It's
So
much fun.
with our group of like 20 people, we ordered a bunch of shit.
Like what
We
I
just get
wouldn't
to just
give.
share
we
it.
just get to
What-
pass it around, and it's awesome, and it's great. And Schlatt took all the fucking
It's a
chicken out of my
monument.
Alfredo, dude. And he
What
knew he
I
did it.
would
He knew he
not
did it.
give to be back at Buca de Beppo right now. Literally,
Let's go.
dude, fuck, dude? I'm back on the East Coast. I can't.
Okay, do they have any here? Do they have any bucos? I don't think they do because I've never seen one in my life.
They don't.
While I was in
They
No,
don't.
they
I've
definitely-
I went back and looked.
They definitely don't. We need to like fucking research this right now.
literally
Let me
just
do
looking up the closest one.
Buca
I'm Googling
di
it right now.
Beppo. Buca de Beppo meaning?
They
That's
have them in New
interesting.
York.
Oh my God! There's one in Albany.
Huh?
Closest one to me is 3 hours. I'm on my way.
There's one in there's one
in so many states.
there's one in there's one in New York City. Oh, right in the middle
Wow.
of New York City, right in Midtown. That's
right
probably
in fucking
expensive.
splatting the buco.
Wow.
There's one in Albany
There's
though, which is
19
kind
in
of
California.
there's one in Albany which is kind of a hike from my undisclosed location, but I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
it's got a 4.2 stars.
Oh,
It'll
I did not realize the Buca de Beppo's saturation.
There's quite
Wow.
a few.
I wonder if it looks the same.
Probably pretty
As-
similar.
Oh, yeah, they're all
Wow.
monuments to everything that Italy has ever done.
Oh
the
my
great
God, dude.
They're all
Beppo.
simultaneously hacky.
Everything
I mean-
returns to the Beppo.
Like, listen. This
Oh.
is like I mean, like I don't know what to tell you guys. Like literally like I might make a trip out there. Like I'm like my hands are up right now. I'm surrendering here. I'm surrendering to Buca de Beppo. All right? If Buca de
You know what
Beppo
else we surrendered to? Gamers at the
Is
SMP
there no
Live
North
meetup.
Pole? Is that like not a
chill
real
out.
thing?
Chill out. We're still talking about Buca de Beppo.
I know, but I zoomed out. I know, but I zoomed out of Google Maps really, really far. I zoomed out really, really far, and then I saw the whole Earth, and then I looked at the top, and there was no North Pole, and I was really confused.
No, okay. Charlie, listen. The best lasagna I've ever had
Here he goes.
was at that Buca de Beppo. All right?
Yeah.
The spaghetti was flawless. The meatballs, large and also juicy meat. Inside,
The
yes,
ice caps are
please.
melting. Oh my god.
Can we
they're melting.
also
They're
talk
all gone.
about, Charlie, riddle me this.
They're
Can we
all
also
gone.
talk
All
about the
the fucking polar
starter
bears,
platter, which was
The
great?
polar bears
Fried
are just swimming
mozzarella,
around. They're
fucking
just swimming around.
spicy
They've got nowhere to
shrimp,
go. The cubs, the cubs are just drowning.
polar bear meat, Italian
Polar
served,
bears, the
Italian diced polar bear.
No, it's fucked up.
so-
That's fucked up. That's
Zuccaramini.
fucked up.
What
You
the
think
fuck?
Buco, you
How
think
did we get
Buco-
here?
You think Buco himself goes up to the Arctic
That
and
came
fucking
so fast.
hunts for
A polar
bears?
bear, aruga
I'm about to
norma,
down 2 NyQuil. I don't know if I can handle this right
a
now.
sicaromona, a vaffanculo.
Are we done with Buca de Beppo now, please?
We're never done
Yeah,
with Buca
yeah,
de
we can be
Beppo.
done with that. We can move on to your. I mean, like, well, what's S? What's S? Yeah, okay. I mean, SMP really does dwarf in size compared to Buca de Beppo, but yeah, okay. Yeah, go.
you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah. no.
Honestly, you're right. But I want to keep moving on so we can get to the way more interesting thing.
I don't really.
Which is
I mean,
party.
I just don't really know what you're talking about when you say more interesting than Buca de Beppo, but you know, it's fine. Continue.
The party is far more interesting.
That-
than
I
Buca
mean,
de Beppo.
fuck,
Just
that
because you
remains
had
to
good
be seen.
lasagna.
On, dude.
I mean, that remains to be seen. You know, Italian was eaten on both nights, so like, you know, there's
Oh,
the
it was
direct
so
comparison here.
bad at the party.
You're right.
It
A lot
was
of
so
overlap.
fucking
Yeah,
bad.
the shit that they got delivered was fucking awful.
It was
I'm pretty
hilarious,
sure that's
too.
what made me sick.
What are you
'Cause
talking
I-
about?
I
I,
told
had
my
so many of
friends-
those little mozzarella bites. Wait, are we really glossing over the fucking SMP Live meetup right now?
What a-
I mean,
we moving from
I just
Italian
said
food
hi
to
to a
Italian
bunch of
food?
nice people.
Yeah, no, it was cool. It
I
was,
said hi to a bunch of nice people. Pete speed walked away, then blocked me on Twitter.
yeah, I don't,
wait. Was
no
there
comment on
something
that,
you
'cause
said,
I
or did
just
you
don't-
just do it?
I literally have never interacted with the man on Twitter in my entire life.
What? Does huh?
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
Sure. I meant
Pete and I
A
are
brain misfire.
Pete and I are tight. All right,
Are you?
two boomers, chilling,
Hopefully you're not going as fast as he is.
drinking
All right, Misfits
Coronas
party.
on the beach. The Misfits
After-
party.
Oh wait, we didn't. Yeah, I guess we don't really even talk about that because it was kind of a failure anyway. The recording that day, we bought a bunch of Legos and Nerf stuff, and it was a good video idea and concept, but
then
I
executed.
think half of it
differently
is
when we got
gone,
there. Yeah.
and it was
did we
executed
also
very
lose that?
No, it's
oh
not.
my
Half-
god.
Half of it isn't gone.
Most-
Dave shot half.
most of
Mason
it is
shot
there.
half.
Yeah, most of it's there,
Yeah.
but the handheld is probably gone. Okay, so if that video comes out, you'll see it. If it doesn't, boo-hoo. It was a good experience.
It
was a good try.
It was a good try.
Yeah, guys.
So-
Basically, this is like the set of options you should run by. If it's there, yay. If it's not, boohoo, cry me a river, blah blah. Okay, continue.
Yeah, you know what
Yeah,
they say,
so-
Charlie?
What do they say? Noah.
It never gets easier.
It never gets easier.
So we tried to film that at the Misfits Airbnb, which was a $7 million mansion on the bay.
It was
and
really
we stayed
stupid.
there until a party started.
We didn't know that either.
Which we didn't know there was going to be a party
These
there.
trips. Here's the thing, guys. These trips come with little to no information other than like establishing the Airbnb and that we're going to a convention. Most of the stuff that
Yeah.
happens in between there, we find out maybe 10 hours before, and we're like, "Oh, I guess this is what's happening." Like, there's
Yeah, it
little
was
like
pretty- it was pretty
premonitions.
That's on a good
ridiculous.
day.
I don't
There's
know
little
if
premonitions of something that might happen, but at the end of the day, we really have no idea what's going to happen every time we do a trip, which is why it's so fucking funny, because it's like this random shit starts happening, like a party bus shows up and takes us to a zoo, and like we go to the Misfits house thinking we're just shooting a video, and then they decide to have a party where they invite literally everyone.
Yeah, literally everyone. They didn't invite everyone, but everyone came.
Yeah, a lot of people came.
Because
Deluge.
for whatever fucking reason, yeah, the fucking dam opened.
I
and the
saw
flood
I saw Michael
continued to
Reeves
move.
there.
Yeah, big fan of him.
Robot
Got to talk
guy.
to him, but
He's
I was
funny.
pretty far gone,
He's fucking
so it was
funny.
hard to talk.
Yeah, you were
I
like
couldn't
pretty much.
construe
You
words.
and Noah were pretty much situated on those two layback beach chairs for like maybe 75%
Yeah.
of the night, smoking cigars.
Oh,
and, like,
that is not nearly.
It was not
75. That was
75%
like
of it.
15% of the night, maybe.
Yeah, that's
That was like the
accurate.
final 15%.
definitely the later half, the wind down.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. The wine that because we were waiting for more alcohol to arrive. Let's go start back at the beginning. Okay, so we're and everyone drinking was legal, by the way. Police. And what the fuck even happened at the very beginning? So people just like after we recorded our shit, people just started like smoking, and I think Ryan ordered like fucking thousands of dollars worth of weed and shit. And then
Of which
They
people were
ordered a
of
bunch of
age to
Italian-
consume in California.
yep,
Police.
yep, or carded.
Police.
Police. They also ordered Italian food, which we were speaking on earlier.
Dude, it was
which
good.
Personally, everything I tried was fucking awful.
Did you have the
The
cheesy
pizza
garlic
had like
bread?
a 6-inch thick layer
I
of
did.
cheese.
Oh, okay. The cheesy
It was
garlic bread was
awful.
pretty good. Because that's really hard to fuck up. That's literally bread, cheese, and garlic.
Well-
That, like the combination is so classic and easy. You can't.
Here's my thing. I didn't eat any of the pizza, and I didn't have any of like the lasagna. I pretty much stuck to the mozzarella stick like bite things, the cheesy garlic bread, and the spaghetti. That's pretty much all I had.
So
That was the call. That
I
was the call.
got pretty upset here.
Why?
At the
It was-
party
it was
because
free.
no, hold on. No, not I haven't actually started the why I'm upset.
Oh,
thing. So
okay.
the pizza had they baked it or they made it where it was sauce, pepperoni, and then cheese. And then I heard someone who was like talking about the food was like, oh yeah, in San Diego they put all the toppings under the cheese, and I'm like, no, they fucking don't. I've lived here my whole life. They don't do that.
Wait, who
this
was
is just
saying-
one place that sucks ass. I have no idea. I heard it over the back of my head, and I was like, just disgusted, but
That's
in no
hilarious.
mood to argue.
Doesn't make
And
any
I
sense
was
either.
like, yeah, it's the worst thing. It literally. I mean, I
mean,
was just really hungry.
does it-
We hadn't eaten all day.
Does
so.
it really? Yeah, and it wasn't like we were in any position to like go somewhere because like
No, not at all. We were
Coronado-
on a peninsula.
Yeah, Coronado is just kind of like there's like a town. There's a town, but like we didn't.
It's not a town.
We-
town.
Well, yeah, there's like a general area. I'm sure that there was a shopping area sort of situation with food, but like
Yeah,
we
drove through it.
definitely felt like we needed to stay where we were and like wait until further orders happened. You know, it was like we definitely felt like we weren't in any position to like go anywhere, and I also don't think we really wanted to because the house was really cool and like we kind of wanted to take it in for as long as possible.
Yeah, I left.
So I was really happy once.
I was not
Charlie
having it.
made the fatal error.
No, I don't think
You
I
made
did.
the fatal error
Judging on
that certain
what I
people
heard
always
happened
make.
that night, I don't think I did.
What did you
That
do that
happened
night?
behind closed doors, Charlie.
Yeah, I did. None of us.
You
were
missed
witness.
out on a lot of good and a tiny bit of bad.
Yeah. What was?
Yeah, I don't know.
You made a fatal error.
Well, Charlie. What
Charlie
did,
left too early.
Okay, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of what Charlie did that night.
I
he
think
hung
I
out
went-
with all the people in the little roost.
Well, I talked to Josh for a little bit. Hung out with Swagger Souls for a little bit. He was like, "Hey, everyone that smokes weed, get on this side of the room now. Point and laugh at that side."
remember
And that was
that was
epic,
funny.
and that was epic. They should probably put that on.
It's
merch
a
or
meta
something.
joke. It's a meta joke
No, I
about
know,
peer
I
pressure.
don't think it
I thought
was.
it was hilarious.
I know.
I think you caught it as a meta joke, but he thought it was actually funny. Which was pretty lame. But oh shit, you missed out. Did you miss out on Pokemon?
Yeah, I left like
Yeah,
when it was just
She
all
was
us
great.
and like the Misfits. Yeah.
Yeah, so he missed out on Pokemon, XQC, Soda Pop, and Tony Hawk's son was there for some reason.
That's silly.
Well, because he's a fan of the Misfits, of course.
Yeah.
And then who was the last?
No,
person?
it sounds
There was someone
ridiculous.
who's-
It wasn't really wasn't
Do
really
you know what
my
that reminds me
environment.
of? This
I
is
don't
kind of a
think.
tangent, but I was gonna do like a little bit of a busty video on fucking Guava Juice at one point, and I found this video on Guava Juice's channel, and this Tony Hawk Misfits thing reminds me of it, where it was Guava Juice, Ben Stiller, and Ben Stiller's son, and like it's Guava. You know how have you guys any of you guys know what he does?
No,
One
I
of
have
my
no
one of
idea,
my
no.
friends edited
He's like
for
a
Guava
kid-
Juice for a bit.
He's a kids channel thing. He does a lot of slime videos. He pretends to do like win $10,000, except he's just competing against himself. It's very strange. But basically, he just is like one of those really over the top people. And why this video I thought this video was so funny was that it's Ben Stiller's son who's clearly a fan of Guava Juice. And then Guava Juice, like they're doing the What's in the Box challenge where they reach in and they try to touch something and it's like a fucking ferret or something, or it's like a
Yeah.
toy robot or whatever.
Right.
And like Guava Juice is literally reaching his hand in, and like even if he doesn't touch anything, he's like screaming, jumping, running around the room. And then like Ben Stiller's like, there's literally a shot where Ben Stiller's like, guys, calm down. Like Ben Stiller's just like so uncomfortable the whole video, and it's so clear that you can see it, and it's probably one of my favorite videos on YouTube just because of how out of his element Ben fucking Stiller is. Like Night at the Museum, Ben Stiller, like. So yeah, that's I obviously it's like famous person son with YouTubers is really the only relation I made there. But
Right.
yeah,
Sure.
You just want to talk about something you're not going to make a video on? Or are you going to make that still?
I mean, I'll probably make it eventually because I
Yeah,
I've
but,
already recorded the video.
Thank God Tony Hawk didn't come with his son. He would have disapproved. It was wild.
Why would
yeah.
Tony Hawk disapprove? He like was probably partied that like dude can do a fucking
Oh, no, he
900
definitely
on a
did.
fucking half pipe, can he? A half
He
like full
used to.
pipe, full pipe, fucking I don't know.
Half pipe. Full pipe is like a imagine like
literal
an actual pipe.
Oh.
It's like complete, like you loop.
Circle.
Half pipe is just half.
Full pipe is
Circle.
just
I
full
wish-
pipe is
I
just a
wish
fucking
Tony
pipe.
Hawk could do a 900 on a full pipe. That'd be kind of cool. Albeit
How would he do
confusing.
Albeit confusing. Shit.
Oh,
I can't talk
man.
about that. But it
There's
was
this-
very cool to meet Pokemon.
It was. She was. I really enjoyed talking to Pokemon. She. What's interesting about her is that she really. She carries herself with a very very. She's got a very professional air to her, and she carries herself
Mhm.
very well, which I thought was very pleasant. And it was nice to talk to her. She was just really just all around. It was like literally like. It was cool because it was like a flawless transition from like how she carries herself online to like just her interacting as like a professional streamer. It was very interesting. So that was cool.
Who else did you talk to particularly at the party?
I talked to Chad from Cold Ones. Anything for views?
Oh yeah. How is he in person?
He jumped into the river.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, he
Was
did.
that a
Dude.
wasn't that just
Alright.
the ocean?
No, it was the bay.
Oh yeah, the bay.
He
Yeah.
jumped in. I wasn't there for that.
Yeah,
I
he jumped in.
remember he was really drunk that night, but I witnessed him when he was going down the stairs and had like a paper towel and was just like wiping down the stairs because it was like covered in liquid or something. So that was kind of wholesome. No, but he was nice to talk to.
Dude, the whole time, I love that party. The whole time I was at the party, I had a hoodie on over my head.
Yeah, he literally had his hoodie just like completely.
Yeah,
zipped
I
up.
had my hoodie on and I had my drawstrings pulled in, so like it was like attached to my face. It was like how on if you've seen it on my Instagram, I posted a video of it, and Cooper posted a video of it in a reply to one of my tweets where I turn around
Yeah.
with weird sunglasses on. That's the way I was wearing my hoodie the whole night. And
Well, what's funny about that too is that you probably seemed the most like a little kid in that form. You realize that, right?
yeah.
So
was-
like,
That's what made it so funny. Yeah.
So like when you would
It
show
made
up and
everyone
say
so
hi
happy
to me,
see you every
Yeah,
time.
it was great.
It was just like when you would show up and say hi to me, like especially like when like you would talk to me sometimes when I was talking to people who didn't even like hadn't met you yet or something, like, and you just like hi and you just were in like full little kid form. I was thinking to myself like they probably think that there's just like this 13-year-old kid.
Oh yeah, and like I was
like
walking
around
around
this fucking party where they're like there's
Doing keg stands.
yeah, it was like literally the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, and I was walking around at the party with a red Solo cup in my hand filled with water, and people asked what I was drinking, and then I would just say it's water, and they're like, ah.
That happened to me a couple times too, and I just didn't know where to fucking take it from there, dude.
I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, you want to
I'm
try
like, I'm
something that hits
hydrated.
hard.
You have to meet him back and go even louder.
Yeah.
That's how it works. You gotta contest
Every
them.
time someone
I
do that,
didn't-
I'd be like, yeah, dude, you want to try something that hits hard? And then they're like, ah.
I think my most successful product of that night was the I'm Swagger Souls video though,
Yeah, that was good.
because there was
Dude, you did a really good
basically
impression.
for-
It sounded very good.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
super
thing.
awesome.
Literally, like I gave my video camera to Swagger, and I was literally like, "This will be funny." I had his badge on, which, by the way, did not get found after. that
Okay,
night.
no.
And I
After
don't-
you had that badge, it was passed to him. He's like, I don't want it. And then I was like, I'll
No,
take
he
it. And
put
I
it in his-
wore it for like,
no,
no. He's like, I don't want it. And then I was like, I want it. And then I wore it for the rest of the night. And then at the end of the night, at like 2 a.m, I put it down on like the dining room table before I left
Why didn't you
because I
just give
couldn't
it to
find him. I
Oh.
couldn't find him. You know?
He is kind of a sleuth. So basically, I'm wearing his badge, and then I just say, "Hey guys, I'm Swagger Souls," and then we just got it first try, and then I just posted that on my story. Little did I know that when I would like wait a couple days and post it on my Twitter, that like half the people thought I was just doing an impression of Swagger Souls and didn't even fucking consider the fact that he was the one fucking holding the camera, saying it behind the camera. Like I don't like even like anything for views fucking replied, and he was like, "Holy shit, this is really
And the
fucking
lip sync,
good."
the lip sync
I mean,
is
he
not
really- granted-
remotely close enough.
Like granted, like he realized
Really?
it,
I thought it was super close.
like he realized it like maybe a minute after he posted that, and he like kept up the original tweet, which was kind of funny.
I thought it was like a good day or like a few hours.
I'll check.
Really?
Yeah,
that-
that was so funny.
Yeah, no, they're like, I just met so many good people at that party. They're all like cool.
Yeah, it was like a solid.
I didn't have a
12
problem
minutes.
with anyone there.
It was 12 minutes. He was like, and then he tweeted that, and then 12
Do you
minutes
think?
later,
Do you think he
responded,
was
like,
watching it on loop for 12 minutes straight? Can you imagine?
He's
He
trying
was
to
like-
crack
No.
the
No,
code.
he
was
probably
like,
just
like,
scrolled down and seeing you
like,
like respond
slowly.
to people and like disrespect them for not getting it, and they're like, he was like, oh,
Like slowly, he's like watching it, squinting his eyes further, like,
I think I
Something's
made
not
the
right.
I think I made the second biggest blunder of that night after Charlie leaving too early.
Which was
Because it's been a
Sure.
long time since I just went like fucking 100% at a party. So I was like, why not? We're at a mansion, fuck it. And I got way too fucked up. And so it was really hard to keep conversations. I wish I hadn't.
Were you hungover?
Yeah,
Dude,
we had
love
to go
that.
into the
Still had fun.
Jackbox.
No,
Jackbox stage
I've
the
never
next
been
day, too.
hungover.
What was?
Do you remember what
Oh,
you said
yeah.
to me when we got back from the Uber? We
I
walked
said-
in. We walked into the room, and Cooper turned and he said to me, and he goes, "Tonight's a bathroom floor kind of night." And then he walked
Oh,
off into
yeah.
the bathroom, and then I literally did not see him again. Like
Yeah,
I,
no,
and
that-
then I
that was
came
just
back.
because-
This
Did you
is
think
not
you
a
were
joke.
gonna
I came
throw
back
up?
the next day.
No, I'll tell you later.
I came back the next day, and there was just a pillow on the floor in the bathroom.
Yeah, okay, so I had like literally eaten so much fucking Italian food, and I'm fucking lactose intolerant. So all
Oh,
of that
Poop
like
City, baby.
cheese and cream and all that
Oh, no.
You don't
just went right through me.
Do
It
you
was
not
a
have
bad
any
night.
pills for that? Do you have any
No, I don't know.
lactate
I'm
pills?
so sorry, dude. That sounds
No.
fucking awful. It was so much cheese.
Yeah, no, it was way more than I
Pizza,
usually eat. So.
spaghetti, lasagna,
Yeah, that sounds
cannoli,
delicious.
I
man.
want to try some pizza
'Cause that-
spaghetti lasagna. What the
Can you
hell?
imagine
Because
growing?
it was the only meal of the day.
Can,
It sucked.
can you imagine growing up like as a kid in like 1800s Italy, where like the Italian food is the only thing you really have, and like you're lactose intolerant and you're allergic to all the food your parents are making for you, and they
I don't
literally
think
just
it was that.
They literally think you're
I
just a
don't think it
problem
would've been
child
that.
with like
Yeah.
with bowel problems, and you just can't like
You just eat bread.
yeah. they just
I wonder
give
how
only
far of a
bread
departure
raised
what
on
we had
breadsticks.
was from like actual Italian food that a fucking kid in that
No,
era would be
dude,
having.
trust me. We were having stuff that was practically straight from a village.
If
Okay.
if a kid
No,
from that
we were
time had
not.
what we were
Italian
eating, that
village.
kid would
Are you
probably have a
kidding me?
fucking seizure.
Dude, American Italian food is probably the closest global representation of Italian food and is the most accurate.
I have a very
so
fucking
wrong.
hard
I can't
time
even take
believing this, dude.
I can't even take myself seriously saying that.
No,
It's
bro,
just
it didn't.
so
It did not
true.
come straight from the fucking village cheese ducks. I refuse to believe it.
How are ducks involved?
Cheese
in
ducks?
Yeah, I was that threw me off too.
With a T.
They do things a little differently
With a T.
over there in Italy,
With a T.
all right?
Like a duct.
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
Which still doesn't make-
Wait, they had ducks?
No,
for
there's
cheese?
also no
Like,
cheese
we have
ducks.
aqua
Well,
ducks?
you've got air
Cheese
ducks.
with ducks?
You've got air ducks. You've got aqueducts, and you've got cheese ducks.
And the Italians
Simple,
do it a little
Cooper.
differently.
It's one of the fundamental elements.
What are the elements? It's on
Earth.
periodic table.
No, not those elements. Like earth, wind, fire, air, and cheese.
This is
Cheese.
probably
Oh,
the
I
most.
love
yes.
cheese.
One of the other forces of
This
nature.
is definitely the most chaotic episode I've been a part of, for sure.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
has been-
Wolves.
Wolves. We
Wolves,
were on
dude.
wolves for
Oh,
a while.
wolves.
weren't
How
we?
would you? I wonder, are wolves lactose intolerant?
I don't know.
Depends
Why
on the
would
wolf,
they
probably.
be?
But why would their stomachs be able to handle cheese? Like
Bro,
they
I
haven't.
bet if you were spinning
built
around
up
and you
any of
had
that.
like another guy feeding them cheese, like you could probably take them down pretty easy.
I mean,
Why are they
Who
chocolate
knows?
intolerant?
What would he be able to do to that?
well, I mean,
His
I feel like.
stomach would be all upset, dude.
Well, here's
he
the
wouldn't be able
thing.
to do anything.
If-
His stomach would be upset. He would be confused.
do you want a
That's it.
serious
He keeps
sample?
spinning,
Do
he's
you want
gonna
a serious answer? Or you're gonna keep squabbling like fools.
Well, it's
I'm
a
gonna
serious
squabble.
question.
I don't
Zed.
think a lactose intolerant wolf would have survived past like the first couple weeks of being alive, because it would need to drink its mother's milk.
Well,
And then
How
it
do
would
you-
just and then
Yeah,
it needs all these potty
okay.
breaks. It gets left behind. It gets eaten by a grizzly. It is dead.
That's
how
not
did
what
lactose-
lactose
that's not how that
intolerance
works.
is.
Yes, it is. Checkmate.
No, it's intolerance to other
So,
milk.
what was it
fucking
like-
Cow
not
milk.
like human milk
So what was it like talking to the
or
misfits?
wolf milk.
It was like being lactose intolerant.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
all got
No, I
constipated
don't know.
after we talked to them because of
In the-
their
in the
sultry
Obviously,
words.
they were way more relaxed and like easy. They're just normal people, like every fucking YouTuber is.
Well, I mean,
Actually,
Yeah,
not
they
every
seem cool.
single
Well,
one.
I
I-
think differently. Now
I'm just confused on why this is on the roster, because we've talked to them
Yeah, I don't know.
before.
We not in real life, really, for extended periods of time.
We met Swagger.
Maybe meeting them in person is more accurate than if that's what you're going.
Yeah,
for.
it was cool to meet Fitz. Fitz was pretty much exactly the same as he is online.
Yeah.
He's
A little less offensive.
I don't know. I've never
Mild.
I've never
He's a
heard
mild
him ever
guy.
be. I've never firsthand heard him be like the
Well,
offensive.
because you don't watch his videos.
I don't really watch much gaming videos. Yeah, you're right. I don't know why I'm
Yeah.
with any of you guys ever.
I
I don't have a gaming channel.
Gamer,
I'm
dude.
literally
Yeah,
a
Ted,
comment.
you suck. You suck.
You
It's
like
in
you
your
guys
blood.
you guys all make gaming videos and I'm just over here like doing commentary videos making fun of folks and making
Fucking milking.
cooking videos. I make cooking
Yeah.
videos on
Yeah,
my
Well, did you
channel.
say you
And
started?
do
Didn't you say you
Minecraft
started with
streams.
gaming or no?
What?
He did.
I did.
Yeah, you
Okay.
started with gaming, didn't you?
I
Yeah.
know my roots. I know my
You
roots.
do,
That's how
you
Carson
do.
knows me
You can't hide
originally.
them.
Carson was following my channel for like a couple of years before he reached out to me. I'm basically like the OG out of all of us. Basically, that's what I'm saying. I'm like the forerunners in Halo. All right, that's a gamer
Oh, yeah?
reference. You like that? You like that?
There
Yeah,
you
I
go.
do. I
Yeah,
like
I like
gaming.
that.
I
one.
really
I
like
like
that
that one a
very
lot.
much.
Is there more of
I
that?
like gaming.
Or if you are into Halo lore, you could even go as far as say I'm one of the precursors.
Oh, don't
Boom.
don't bring this in. Don't bring that into it. You're gonna
Oh
make me angry. Don't bring
yeah,
that into
they
it, please.
turned
Yeah,
themselves
Halo-
to dust, and then the
Halo's
dust got
a- Let's
corrupted.
Let's not talk about this, Ted.
I don't know.
You're gonna
how
get me
Halo
fired
did.
up.
It's so
Halo is
niche.
a
It's such a
game.
niche reference. It's not should
Halo
not be
is
on
a
a public
game.
podcast.
Halo is a game.
Fuck Halo.
Yo, don't say that word in
Yo,
my household.
Do
Which
not
one?
say that. You're gonna get me riled up.
I've never even played Halo.
You're gonna make me act a fool.
I played Forge and all I did was
I'm
make
gonna
big
start
things and
spinning.
spin
I'm gonna
them.
start spinning, and you know.
Oh, dude, I've got my
I could
shock weapon right
Dude, wait,
here.
that's
What?
fucking
Okay,
relevant
literally?
because I would go in Forge and I would just make big grids and I would spin them. It would never stop being so funny.
You make big grids.
Why is everything spinning today? Oh,
He fell off.
He's breaking
He's
down.
All right,
spinning,
thanks
he's
for
spinning.
listening to the Goop podcast.
yeah, thank
the
you.
Goopcast, if you will. Follow our socials and brace your body.
Editor,
for
pan this in and
uploads.
out. Pan this in and out around their fucking headphones so it sounds like we're spinning and it just disorients them and they just fucking fall off their public transportation.
It's gonna put them in fight or flight, dude. They're gonna
All
be,
right,
I
you
hope
they're
guys
gonna
so.
be ready
ready?
for
They're gonna get
combat.
confused.
Are you
They're
guys
gonna
ready?
get-
Spin with
Okay,
us.
3,
Spin.
2, 1.
All right, bye.
Goodbye.